Good evening everybody. Welcome back to Swamy Vijay's PGT and TGT English Tier 2 class. And today is 15th October 2025 and time is 5 p.m. This class is planned because of the demand from your site, as you all demanded for Tier 2 classes also. So one day is allotted for Tier 2. Otherwise my original plan was only 2 days, Monday and Wednesday, that is for Tier 1 examination. But as you have demanded even for Tier 2 parallel coaching for PGT and TGT English, so this class is an added extra, that means added extra class. So we are going to discuss in today's class note making. Note making is part of reading skills. So syllabus you all know, I don't want to again waste much time, but first 5 minutes as we are taking the buffer time, let me once talk to you and then we'll start the note making topic. In PGT syllabus as well as in TGT syllabus, the syllabus remains almost all same, common. For PGT you have 4 sections: reading section which has unseen passage, note making. Section B is creative writing skills, which has short compositions like notice writing, poster preparation, advertisements, invitation, and long compositions like article writing, speech writing, debate writing, report writing, and letter writing and job application. Then section C is grammar. In grammar you have tenses, clauses, transformation of sentences, reordering of sentences. And section D is literature part, which has Shakespearean works, Romantic period, 21st century English literature, 19th and 20th century English literature, 21st century English literature, then English literature from the world. These are the common topics for PGT and TGT. What is the difference between PGT syllabus and TGT syllabus? Because Prince is here who applied for TGT. For him, I have to even revise once the TGT syllabus also. For TGT English, the syllabus is in the first part, section A, unseen passages are there, but note making is not included for the TGTs, because for TGTs, they have to teach from class 6 to class 10 only. Whereas for PGTs, you have to teach for class 11 and class 12, and note making is part of class 11 syllabus. Okay, so Prince, note making is not part of the TGT syllabus. When it comes to section B, which is writing skills, for PGTs we have notice writing, poster preparation, advertisement, invitation, reply to invitation. Whereas for TGT you need to study message writing or postcard. So that is new topic which is not part of PGT syllabus. Whereas in grammar, almost all remain same. Grammar, there is no difference from PGT and TGT syllabus. Even literature also remains same. Now the doubt is whether the question standard of PGT English and TGT English remain same or different. Obviously different. The questions standard for PGT will be the highest level and for TGT will be the moderate level, but I don't say that the questions will be very easy, because previous examination question papers I have gone through for PGT English. Earlier TGT English has a common syllabus. Whoever writes TGT English, TGT Hindi or TGT Sanskrit or TGT Science or TGT Mathematics, the syllabus remained same for every TGT aspirant in KVS and NVS. I mean KVS. But here if for EMRS, good evening Renika, for EMRS, the TGT syllabus is different for each and every subject. So this is a brief introduction before we start the class 7.4. So for Prince, I am telling that TGT syllabus has slight variation from PGT syllabus, but if you attend PGT classes, for PGT English Tier 2 classes, if you attend, 95% of the syllabus is covered, will be covered. Only that message writing part, and you go through it. If there is anything different, you inform me. For you, I will take that class and others will also join those classes so that everything will be covered. So my plan is, I'll first go with the PGT syllabus. Already unseen passages were completed in the previous class, and today we'll complete the note making. And in the next class, when it comes to the writing skill section along with the PGT syllabus, the postcard writing or message writing will be also covered. Okay, so it is 5 minutes buffer time, and let us now shift to the Google Slides. And those who have joined, let me tell you, those who are old students, they know this what you call issue. Whenever I teach subjects like general knowledge or Indian history or science or domain knowledge like teaching aptitude methodologies, I feel little nervous before beginning of the class. The reason is I am not expert in those areas. What I do is, to teach 1 hour class, I have to study 3 hours minimum. So when I study properly for 3 hours or 3 to sometimes 4 hours, if I prepare well, if I come prepared to your class, then I can teach efficiently and effectively. So always that tension will be in my back of my head that I am not expert in history, I am not expert in pedagogy, I am not expert in teaching methodologies. So that is the thing which creates some confusion and some kind of tension in me. But when it comes to the subject, my subject, our subject English, I am very relaxed. So many times I don't even prepare for these classes because I have been teaching these topics for so many years. So whenever it comes to general knowledge class, you will find me little nervous and anxiety, but these classes I will be very, very relaxed. It is quite natural for you also. As a teacher, if you prepare very well, very thoroughly, what happens when you enter into the class, your focus will be completely on the delivery of the topic. Otherwise, what happens? You feel that you may miss some information. So that is the reasons why generally when I take general studies classes or whatever this part 1 classes, tier 1 classes, you will find that kind of anxiety, nervousness and some kind of tension in my teaching. But when it comes to English, whenever you ask me, midnight also if you ask me, sir, teach this topic, I can wake up and I can start teaching those topics. Okay, right. So it is 2 minutes extra time I took. So whoever has joined, today we are going to learn note making topic which is under reading section. Okay.
Sir, do you have any previous year question of writing sections for TGT?
I have so many question papers. I'll share those question papers. But let us first complete the syllabus. Once you complete the syllabus, you will get some confidence. Then we'll practice the writing part according to the previous year question papers.
Sir, do you have any idea who will evaluate our answer sheet?
Who will?
Who will evaluate our answer sheet?
Hear clearly. Can you speak properly?
Who will evaluate our answer sheet?
Okay, your answer scripts will be evaluated by the university professors.
Not TGT teachers?
No.
TGT or PGT?
No. There will be separate external body for evaluation of the answer scripts. They don't involve regular teachers.
There will be rubrics.
Yes, there will be, but they will give the marking scheme. According to the marking scheme only, they have to evaluate. They can't evaluate according to their own will and wish.
Yes. Okay.
Can you ask me any questions?
No, sir.
See, what Prince asked is actually valid doubt. If it is OMR sheet, okay, optical reader will read the answers and will select you. So tier 1 is done by computer. It means like OMR reader, it will be done. Whereas it comes to the part 2, tier 2 examination which we are talking, your paper will be evaluated by the subject experts. Now who are these subject experts? They are not PGTs, they are not principals, they are not actually taken from the KVS or NVS or EMRS. They are selected professors or maybe associate professors or assistant professors who have what you call knowledge over the subject and command over the subject, but they will be given a marking scheme, they will be given the guidelines, blueprint, rubrics and all those things. Accordingly, they have to evaluate your answer scripts, okay, because it is a written part. Okay, so let us now move to Google Slides so that we can start our today's class and we can complete today's topic. Right. So all we have migrated to Google Slides. I'll share the slides now. Okay. So for my confirmation, Vijay Kumar sir, his screen is clearly visible.
Yes, sir. It is clear, sir.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Okay. Let me ask you a question before we begin. As you're all teachers of English, just give me a thumbs up so that I can understand. How many of you have already taught note making in your classrooms? How many of you have already taught note making in your classrooms? Because if you are teaching for class 11, then obviously you know what is note making and how to write note making because you have been teaching note making. So if anybody has taught, if anybody has experience of teaching note making in class 11 CBSE school, then you can raise your hand so that I can understand how many of you know note making. If you know a little bit about note making, then I will not go to the basics. I'll straight away start the information. So Aruna, somebody raised Aruna Reddy, I suppose. Aruna ma'am?
I have to my minutes, sir.
You
Hello.
teach note making in your classes?
Yes. I'm having limited right now in KGBV. Then I'm working as PGT English, sir. I taught them note making.
Right. Fine. So other than Aruna madam, nobody has raised. So let us begin some basics, but it is not actually so difficult topic. Only thing is descriptive answer writing is little difficult. So we'll focus on descriptive answer writing, but there may be a chance of asking MCQ questions also. So let us discuss in both the ways. Okay. And after half an hour, you need notebook to write the descriptive answer. So get ready for notes also. So what is note making? After completion of unseen passage, you have understood that unseen passages are actually reading comprehension to test our abilities, how we comprehend a given passage. What is note making? See, in I assume you all as a competitive examination aspirants, in that level only I'll teach, not for students of class 11. So what is note making? First one is note making is a reading skill. Now a doubt comes in your mind, note making is writing, then how come it comes under reading skill? Why do you write notes? You write notes to read after some time. You write notes to revise the notes. You prepare notes so that you can revise it properly and you can produce or you can understand these things in a simplest manner. So writing skill. Note making is a writing skill. It can be a simple MCQ question, but it may cause even confusion. Note making is a writing skill or reading skill. The question comes, the answer is note making is a reading skill. Okay, it comes under reading section. Now what is note making? See, we all know that during our post graduation, our professors, they used to tell us to go to library and to prepare notes and present. So note making and note taking are two different techniques we used to prepare notes. What is note taking? When the speaker is speaking, and you might have observed those journalists, they'll take notes. When the speaker is speaking, they'll take the notes. That is called note taking. What is note making? Note making means extracting important information from a given piece of writing. It can be one single page or it can be one book. So here in examination point of view, they will give you, if it is note making, if it is given in the descriptive question, descriptive part, then in note making they will supply you a question which is around 3 to 4 paragraphs, and you have to read those paragraphs and you have to prepare notes and you have to summarize the notes. Okay, so that is the competitive examination point of view. Now what is note making? It is a process of analyzing information and recording it in a condensed, organized and easily understandable form. Why do we prepare notes? To revise the notes before examination, or you revise the notes before some important speech, or to understand things in a simplest manner, because if there is one full page of information and only there are 2 or 3 important points from that entire piece of information, then what do? We'll make a note of from those paragraph. Now, why is it important? What is the purpose? Because these are the MCQ questions. What is the purpose of note making? To capture the essence of passage for quick recall and long-term retention. You can't read the full passage again and again, so that's why we prepare notes, or we extract important notes from the given passage, and that is useful for quick recall and long-term retention. Now, why is it important for examination? It enhances active reading, forces you to engage with the text, aids information processing, helps in identifying main ideas and supporting details, facilitates quick revision. Well-made notes are a powerful last-minute revision tool, improves writing skills, provides structured content for expanding into answer. Now, what kind of MCQ? Both type of questions may come. So that's why I prepared this class keeping those things in my mind. Like if it is the question comes in objective, what type of questions may come? If it question come in descriptive, what kind of answer, what type of questions may come? Now, these are the 4 important points I have written, and MCQ question may be formed. Which one of the skill is not part of note making? Then you have to remember, note making helps us to enhance active reading, aids information processing, facilitates quick revision, and improves writing skills. Okay, both for note objective questions as well as for descriptive questions. Now, what is the process of note making? They will ask you the steps. What are the steps we have to follow to prepare notes? Which one is the first step? Which one is the second step? Which one is the third step? Which one is the fourth step? So likewise, they may ask you even to arrange the process also in a proper sequence. Okay, so first what we have to do, whenever if it is given in the descriptive question, you need to prepare the notes. Then you have to read the passage quickly to get the overall idea. What is the main theme of the given passage, or what is the central idea of the given passage? You have to understand. Then reread and underline key facts, names, dates, and important points. Now the question comes, in a given passage or in a given passage which has 4 paragraphs, how to identify which is important point? Whichever point you feel is important, but that piece of that sentence or that point should carry some vital information from the passage. For example, if you have given a Republic Day passage, now can you write or can you prepare notes without mentioning the date of the Republic Day? So those kind of bullet points are those kind of chunks of information you should include when you are preparing the notes. Then identifying the main idea, then identify the main headings. Every note should be given a proper heading, proper and relevant heading that should not be more than 3 words. Then under the title, we have to divide the information into subheadings. Under those subheadings, again we have to write the important points that I will write in front of you, the entire descriptive answer that I will show you. So determine the central theme and major subtopics. And when you are writing notes, we have to insert abbreviations and symbols. Why do we have to insert abbreviation symbols? Because it shortens the length of the notes. Okay. Develop a system to write faster. It helps to write faster, and we need to use the abbreviations and symbols. Then choosing a format. Organize the information logically using a format like indentate, numbering, or mind maps. Generally CBSE class 11 we don't ask students to come with mind maps, but indentation is must. Indentation means numbering. You can take left side indentation, right side indentation, numbering. Even in that indentation also you can use like alphabet A, small alphabet A, or capital A, or number 1, or even Roman number 1. So all those comes under indentation part. Then what are the essential components in a note making? The notes which you prepare, what are the essential components it includes? This can be even an MCQ question. The essential components in a note making is, notes is heading or title must be written based on the central theme of the passage. Then main points must be divided into different side headings. The primary ideas should be kept as the side headings. And then under side headings, you have to write sub side headings or sub points, or directly you can even write the points. supporting details, examples and evidence. And when you are writing the notes, you have to insert abbreviations and symbols. And indentation. What is indentation? Visually separate headings from sub points for clarity. That means the way you have to write comes under indentation and numbering. Now, just briefly I have explained because it can be given even for objective questions. So that's why I have explained this part. Now let us practice few questions, because note making can be even asked in MCQ format also. So few questions we'll practice. Now today I suppose from bottom to top. So let me start with Vijay Kumar sir. Vijay Kumar sir, please read the question.
The primary object of making notes as opposed to underline text verbatim is to option A, decorate the page with the colors and symbols for visual appeal. B, create a permanent unchangeable record of the original text. C, actively process, condense and structure information for the better understanding and recall. For D, reduce the amount of paper used while studying.
Right. Start answering. Thank you, Vijay Kumar sir. Start answering. What is the primary objective of making notes as opposed to underlining text verbatim? Is correct. So it is C, to actively process, condense, structure information for better understanding and recall. Correct. Next question will go after Vijay Kumar sir. Okay. Next question. Vaishnavi Sirigiri. Vaishnavi. Vaishnavi ma'am, unmute and read the question.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening ma'am.
Which of the following represents the most logical sequence of steps in the note making process? Option A, using abbreviations, identifying headings, writing the final draft, reading the passage. Option B, reading the passage, identifying headings and subheadings, noting down points with abbreviations, giving a title. Option C, giving a title, noting down points, identifying headings, reading the passage. Option D, reading the passage, using abbreviations, giving a title, identifying headings.
Right. So all you got exact information precisely. Option B is the right answer. So when a note making passage is given and when it is asked to prepare notes from the given passage, you need to read the passage, identify the headings and subheadings, note down the points with abbreviations, and then giving a title is the proper process sequence of steps. So option B is the correct one. Okay. Vaishnavi's Sirigiri ma'am, you are from Telangana?
Yes, sir.
Then who called just half an hour before and asked to join online classes?
It's my friend Ashwini, sir. From Telangana.
I refused to allow any newcomers. So hereafter, please, because we have decided not to take any new students in the class. It is already more than 30 students are there, 30 aspirants are there, and it is difficult for me to personally monitor. That is a thing. Okay. Somebody called Vaishnavi. Please convey the information, Vaishnavi ma'am.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Then next, Sumitra ma'am. Next question.
Assertion. In note making, the use of
Indentation.
Indentation is a crucial formatting rule. Reason: indentation visually establishes a hierarchy, clearly distinguishing main headings from subpoints and enhancing readability. Option A, both A and R true, and R is the correct explanation of A. Option B, both A and R are true, but R is not the correct explanation of A. C, A is true, but R is false. D, A is false, but R is true.
Right. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome, ma'am. And okay, start answering. This is little assertion reasoning question. Little difficult, not very difficult. So in note making, the use of indentation is a crucial formatting rule. Why do we use indentation? Why do we give numbering and all those things? The reason they have supplied here is indentation visually establishes a hierarchy, clearly distinguishing main headings from sub-points and enhancing readability. So the answer is option A. Both A and R are true, and R is the correct explanation of A. Right. So questions are easy, but if you have not understood the concept at the beginning of this class, then it will be completely difficult for you. Okay. Next question, Shivakumar.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Shivakumar.
A student makes notes with the following characteristics. Useful sentence taken directly from the textbook. Has no clear headings or subheadings. Has not used any abbreviations or symbols. Based on the principles of effective note making, which of the following conclusions is most accurate? Option A, the notes are excellent as they preserve the author's original language. The notes are effective as they fail to demonstrate information and processing and the indifferent for revision. Option C, the notes are good but could be improved by adding more colors. Option D, the notes are ideal for sharing with someone who hasn't read the text.
Thank
Who
you.
hasn't read the text.
Okay. Now start answering. A student, this is what do you call, experiential based questions. So the students have experienced and he had prepared the notes. Based upon that, now we have to identify whether the notes which prepared by the student is useful or not. Okay, so option B correct. The notes are ineffective as they fail to demonstrate information processing and are inefficient for revision. What is the main purpose of notes is to help us to process the information and to write in a very shortest form or in a precise manner for revision and to recall it. Okay, so when a notes is prepared uses full sentences directly taken from the textbook is wrong way of preparing notes, and he has no clear headings and subheadings. When there are no clear headings and subheadings, it is difficult to divide the information into different parts. Has not used any abbreviations or symbols. What happens? The notes will be too lengthy and it is difficult for to revise within time. Okay, so you're all getting, those you have not, of course, though you may not teach note making, but information is sufficient and you have understood and you are writing answers correctly. So let us go to the next slide. After Shivakumar, Hana.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
The use of abbreviations and symbols in note making primarily serves which of the following purposes? To save time and space, to make the notes cryptic and unreadable to others, to aid in the process of summarizing and identifying key concepts, to comply with a mandatory rule that has no functional benefit. Options 1 and 2 only, B 1 and 3 only, option C 2 and 4 only, option D 1, 2 and 3.
Okay,
Thank you, sir.
Start answering. So the use of abbreviations and symbols in note making primarily serves which of the following purposes? To save time and space. Okay, obviously correct. To make the notes cryptic and unreadable to others is not correct, because why do we prepare notes? Make too easy for revision. Then to aid in the process of summarizing and identifying the key concepts. Correct. To comply with a mandatory rule that has no functional benefit. So answer is option B 1 and 3. But while typing I have not given the numbers here. 1. Okay, answer is option B, sir. So everybody is getting, because we all studied English and we have mastery in English. We all have masters. We are all masters in English. I am not worried about tier 2 examination. In fact, the one which is causing me sleepless nights is tier 1 examination. So we'll discuss later on, not now. Okay, now come to the descriptive part. Now look at the screen, closely observe. This is the format of a notes, and format for keywords, and format for summary. I have to explain this, but I'll draw this one. I have half an hour more, 7:30 only, so I'll draw everything on screen. We will shift to, I'll take my iPad and I'll write everything on screen and I'll show you step by step. But for our general understanding, this is the format of writing a notes. You need to first write a title in capital letters. Then first one is side heading. Under each side heading, you have to write minimum 2 points and maximum 3 points. It is a descriptive answer. Okay. And for under each side heading, minimum 3 points you have to write and maximum 2 points and maximum 3 points you can write. And when you are writing this important points under each side heading, you have to insert abbreviations. And when you insert those abbreviations, minimum 4 to 5 abbreviations you have to insert. And when it comes to the format for keywords, you need to write the expansion for those keywords which you have used or abbreviations which you have used in the notes. Then the last one is summary of the or summarization of the notes, and the summary should be written within 50 words, including all important and necessary information from the given passage. Okay, this is the format. Don't worry, I will write everything and then I'll explain. Okay, next one is if you have already, I suppose 25 candidates except Obaya sir and Anil Kalyani, you all have received books. If I am not wrong, you have received PGT English books. So in that book, I have given one example answer for note making. That is the same one I have copied and pasted on the screen. In your English book, PGT English, the one which you have purchased, in that book only under note making, one note making passage given and the answer was also given. Now let us just observe briefly how the notes was prepared here. If you see here, the title is written in capital letters. It is underlined because title has 1 mark. When you write this note making in examination in EMRS tier 2 descriptive part, when you write, you should write and you must write in this format only. So example format, example answer I am explaining so that I can write after. When I write, you will understand things easily. So the title must be written in capital letters and it must be underlined because the title carries 1 mark. Then you have to write minimum 3 side headings because those 3 side headings comes under content part and carries 3 marks. Title 1 mark, content 3 marks and these keywords 1 mark. So total for notes 5 marks and the marks distribution is title 1 mark, content 3 marks and keywords 1 mark. So total 5 marks for notes and keywords and 3 marks for summary. So if you see this one, the first side heading is written in capital letters or you can write even in the sentence case, and then second side heading if you see, and the third side heading if you see. Then if you see this indentation, this is 1 and the indentation we have used for first side heading is 1 and for points we have used 1.1, 1.2, 1.3 and for the second side heading it is given 2, 2.1, 2.2, 2.3 and the third side heading we have given number 3, 3.1, 3.2, 3.3. There are so many different ways you can use indentation. You can come with Roman number 1 and then you can use point side heading Roman number 1, capital Roman number 1 and for the sub points you can use the small letter Roman numbers. Or you can use even capital A for the side heading and small letter A for the first point, small letter B for the second point. So likewise you can write, and I'll write and I'll show you all different types of indentations. Then if you see here, we have used here 4 abbreviations. Now here the AND is a symbol. Here you can see the serial number 1 and the abbreviation or the symbol used is AND symbol and the expansion is AND. So likewise in the point 1.2 we have used ETC and that is being given under keyword list ETC, and what is ETC, etc. you have to expansion given. Then where is the third one? If you see the third abbreviations inserted here under 2 side headings number 2, 2.3 and here you can see the small one which is used here, EG. What is EG? It is example. And the fourth one here you can see in the point number 3, 3.2 side heading number 3 and 3.2. Here we have used this abbreviation or symbol and it is that is. So in this way you have to use minimum 4 side headings in the descriptive answer, and you have to write the descriptive answer. When you are writing the descriptive answer for note making, you have to write the keyword list also. Okay, because if you write the title, it carries 1 mark. If you write the content, it carries 3 marks with 3 side headings, and minimum 3 points under each side heading is for 3 marks, and keywords is for 1 mark. Then after complete writing these notes and keywords, you need to write the summary. Now how to write the summary? The simplest technique is, when you have selected important points for these side headings and points, you have to group those side points and you have to prepare one single paragraph which should not exceed 50 words. Here, if you exceed 50 words, you will get less marks, and if you can restrict your summary within 45 to 50 words, you may get out and out marks in this part. So this is an example answer for your explanation. Then now this is a question. Okay, so we'll go with the question. In exam, descriptive part we are discussing. I'm explaining, not objective part now. Note making can be asked for objective questions as well as descriptive questions. 5 questions we practiced for objective, MCQ 1 mark questions. Now we are going to practice note making for descriptive answer writing. In examination, they may give you this kind of a question. One question we are going to practice now. Now here, if you see, read the following passage and answer the question that follow for 8 marks. 4 paragraphs they have given. After reading these 4 paragraphs, now these are the 2 questions they have asked you to prepare in the descriptive part of the question paper. Now what is the question they asked here? On the basis of your reading of the passage, make notes on it using recognizable abbreviations wherever necessary. 5 marks for notes. Write a summary of the above passage in not more than 80 words, and it is for 3 marks. So we are going to practice the descriptive answer based upon the passage which is present on the screen. So what do we do? Now I'll tell you the steps. How to write a descriptive answer. What is the process? What is the procedure you have to follow? In exam, whenever you are given note making passage to prepare notes with a passage, what you have to do is, you have to read the entire passage once. First time. Second time, you have to read the passage again, but while reading the second time, you have to underline the important points from the given passage. Now which point is important, which point is not important? Whichever point you think is important, but what is the benchmark, what is the scale, what is the grading for important point is, that particular sentence should carry important information from the passage. As I told you earlier, when you are asked to write notes on the Republic Day celebration, you can never miss out the dates of the Republic Day. Okay, so that kind of information you have to pick. Once you have selected important sentences, now the question comes, how many sentences we have to select for preparing a notes? As I shown you, there are minimum 3 side headings, and under each side heading 3 points. That means 3 points for first side heading, 3 points for second side heading, 3 points for third side heading. That means minimum you have to select 9 points. Out of these 4 paragraphs, you have to select minimum and maximum 9 points you have to select. And then out of those 9 points, you have to select few more things. What? First one, title you have to select, then side headings you have to select. Now how to select the title? Once you read the entire passage, you can take any important word or important words from the given passage and you can keep it as a title. Or if you understood the entire given passage, the theme of the passage or the central idea of the passage, then you can write your title in your own way, which is relevant to the given passage. Now, how to write the subheadings? I'll show you practically. I'll demonstrate. I'll write an answer in front of you. How to write the side headings? You have selected 3 sentences, correct? First 3 sentences are for the first side heading. Second 3 sentences are for the second side heading. Last set of 3 sentences are for the third side heading. Now from these 3 sentences, pick any critical word, important word, crucial word, which carries most important information, and keep that word or group of words, not more than 3 words, as a side heading for that. Okay, and write down those 3 points under side heading. And now when you are writing the side heading, what is most important is you should not write a full sentence under the side heading. You should never write a full sentence under a point. If you write a full sentence under a point, then it is completely wrong way of preparing notes. Then how to write the notes? Now let us go back and see. If you see here, you can zoom in and you can zoom out and you can see this one. If you see here, the first point, fashion hyphen force hyphen powerful force hyphen constantly alerting patterns hyphen change and growth. Now listen carefully. When you read a sentence, when you select a sentence, and in that sentence there are 2 kinds of words are there. First one is structural words, second one is content words. Now what is a structural word? The words which give structure to a sentence but doesn't carry any information, those are structural words. Now what are content words? Content words are those words which carry information. So what you have to do when you are writing the notes, remove the structural words, only take the content words and join those content words using a connector. Either it can be a hyphen or it can be a comma. Comma is also allowed, or even hyphen is also allowed. So when you are writing an answer in note making, you should never write a full sentence. If you write full sentence, you lose marks. So we have to remove the structural words and we have to join the content words. So likewise, for each and every sentence which you have selected, you remove the structural words and write only the content words. And when you complete writing the entire, when you are writing those sentences, insert the abbreviations or symbols in between those lines, because keywords carry 1 mark. Okay, so this is maximum explanation, and now we'll practically practice one. But before that, let us not miss any step. Let us first read the passage once, understand it, keep your notebooks ready. I will shift this tab to, or otherwise I have to log in again to, otherwise that we will do. But first step is we have to read the given passage. So I'll ask 4 teachers who are present here to read one by one the passages. Okay, first one, Renuka ma'am, please read the paragraph number 1.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening ma'am.
Just a minute, sir. 1 minute. Okay. All the natural things which makes life possible on the earth includes under an environment like water, air, sunlight, land, fire, forest, animals, plants, etc. It is considered that earth is the only planet in the universe having required environment for the life existence. Without environment, we cannot guess life here, so we should keep our environment safe and clean to ensure the life possibility in future. It is the responsibility of each and every individual living on the earth worldwide. Everyone should come forth and join the campaign for environmental safety. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Next, Prince Kumar.
There are various
Prince not audible, Prince. Prince, you are not audible. Prince, you are not audible. I can't hear. Okay, fine. Let me mute Prince and I'll ask some other to read. Praveen sir, please read the second paragraph.
Okay, sir. There are various cycles which happen regularly between environment and living things. to maintain the nature's balance. However, by any means, if the cycles gets disturbed, nature's balance also gets disturbed, which ultimately affects the human lives. Our environment helps us and other forms of existence to 23 Swamy Vijay grow, develop and flourish on the earth for thousands of years, as human beings are considered as the most intelligent creatures made by the most made by the nature on the earth. They have lots of eagerness to know things in the universe, which led them towards the technological advancement.
Okay, thank you, sir. Over here, sir. Please read the third paragraph.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Such technological advancement in everyone's life put the life possibility on the earth in danger day by day as our environment is destroying gradually. It seems that one day it becomes as harmful for life as the natural air, soil, and water are getting polluted. Even it has started showing its bad effect on the health of human being, animal, plants, and other living things. Artificially prepared fertilizers by using harmful chemicals are spoiling the soil, which indirectly getting collected into our body through the food we eat daily. Harmfully smokes created from the industrial companies on a daily basis are polluting the natural air, which affect our health to great extent as we breathe it every moment.
Okay, thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Prince, try now once again.
In such busy, crowded, and advanced life, we must take care of such types of small bad habits on daily basis. It is true that only a small effort by the end of everyone can bring a major positive change towards our declining environment. We should not use the natural resources in wrong ways for just our selfishness and fulfill our destructive wishes. We should grow and develop science and technologies for the betterment of our lives, but always be sure that it would not ruin our environment in future in any ways. We should be sure that new technologies would never disturb the ecological balance.
Thank you, Prince. Now, everybody, read this passage slowly, silently. I mean to say silently. I will log in using my tab so that I can start writing on screen. But you need to read it once. First time when you read, you need to just read once. But second time when you are reading, you have to underline the important lines or underline the important sentences to start preparing notes. So all of you keep notebook with you. And then from first paragraph we will select three important sentences. From the second paragraph we'll select 3 important sentences. Likewise we have to do. It takes time. 8:30 you have to sit. Don't worry about leaving before 8:30. So everybody gets settled. Slowly we'll do this one. Okay. So I am trying to log in using my tab here. If there is any kind of disconnection happens, then again we'll use the same link and we will join into the class. Okay. So let me now, is it visible clearly to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Renuka ma'am, visible? Right. Okay, fine. Okay. So now we are going to practice the descriptive answer. We'll do it very slowly. There is no hurry. I taught this topic for so many times, so many years. So I know the difficulty, and especially online, it is more difficult because it's not like smartboard. I have to use this technology. Right. So first listen. What is the first step of writing notes in exam, EMRS Tier 2 examination? We need to read the given passage which has 3 or 4 paragraphs. Okay, that we have done from your side. Let me do now from my side. Read the following passage and answer the questions that follow, 8 marks. All the natural things which makes life possible on the earth include under an environment like water, air, sunlight, land, fire, forest, animals, plants, etc. It is considered that Earth is the only planet in the universe having required environment for the life existence. Without environment, we cannot guess life here, so we should keep our environment safe and clean to ensure the life possibility in future. It is the responsibility for each and every individual living on the earth worldwide. Everyone should come forth and join the campaign for environment safety. Now, as you all have notebooks with you, I believe that you are carrying notebook with you and pen. Now from the first paragraph, select 3 important sentences. I will also do, and I will mark those 3 sentences also, but you should also practice along with me. So first 3 sentences. All natural things which makes life possible on the earth include under an environment like water, air, sunlight, land, fire, forest, animal, plants, etc. So I believe that, let me take red pen. I believe that if I write examination EMRS, then I will select this one as important point. That is first one. All natural things which makes life possible on the earth includes under an environment like water, air, sunlight, land, fire, forest, animals, plants, etc. That is the first point I have taken. Okay, important point I have taken and I have marked it number 1. Then, it is considered that Earth is the only planet in the universe having required environment for the life existence. How can I miss this important point? So I'll take this one. Earth is the only planet in the universe having required environment for existence. So first paragraph I have selected 2 sentences, minimum 2 sentences. Okay, then without environment we cannot guess life here, so we should keep our environment safe and clean to ensure the life possibility in future. Okay, then I have to take even this one also because this is also important. So I'll take this one. Keep our environment safe and clean to ensure the life possibility in future. This also important point I have to take. The reason is, it is a responsibility for each and every individual living on the planet Earth worldwide. Everyone should come forth and join the campaign for environment safety. So from the first paragraphs, I have selected 3 important sentences and I will keep these 3 important sentences under the first side heading. Now in this first paragraph, I have to select one side heading. Now in this entire paragraph, the words which I want to pick is environment, our environment. You can take our environment as a first side heading for the notes. Okay, so there is no hard and fast rule which sentence you have to take. You can take any sentence which carries important information. So this is the first paragraph, 3 points. Any questions, any doubts? How to select 3 important points? If you have understood, please send one thumbs up so that I can understand. Right. Any 3 sentences or 2 sentences, whichever you like, whichever you feel important, you can select. Now let us come to the second one. There are various cycles which happen regularly between environment and living things to remain the nature's balance. However, by any means, if such cycles get disturbed, nature's balance also get disturbed, which ultimately affects human lives. So I will take this sentence. Okay. If such cycles get disturbed, nature's balance also gets disturbed, which ultimately affects the human lives. So from the second paragraph, I have selected this sentence. Then, our environment helps us and other forms of existence to grow, develop and flourish on the earth for thousands of years. Okay, as human beings are considered as the most intelligent creature made by the nature on the earth, they have lots of eagerness to know things in universe, which led them towards the technological development. So I'll select this also as important sentence. So from the second paragraph, I have picked two important sentences which I feel important. So likewise, you can also select important sentences. Let us come to the third paragraph I mean to say. Such technological advancement in everyone's life put the life possibilities on the earth in danger day by day as our environment is destroying gradually. So now what is happening? The destruction started. So such technological advancements, I can take this one also up to here as important point. It seems that one day it becomes as harmful for life as the natural air, soil and water are get polluted. Even it has started showing its bad effects on health. Now we'll take this one. Its bad effects on health of human being, animal, plants and other living things. Artificially prepared fertilizers by using harmful chemicals are spoiling the soil which directly getting collected in our body through the food that we eat daily. Harmful smokes created from the industrial, now we'll take this important sentence, harmful smokes created from the industrial companies on daily basis are polluting the natural air which affects our health to a great extent as we breathe it every moment. So from the third paragraph, I have selected 2 or 3 important sentences. Minimum 9 sentences we have to select and maximum you can go with 10 also, but let us restrict ourselves, and as we are practicing this, from each paragraph we are taking minimum 3 important sentences. Is it clear? Everybody? Right. Now fourth paragraph. In such busy, crowded and advanced life, we must take care of such types of small bad habits on the daily basis. It is true that only a small effort by the end of everyone can bring a major positive change towards our declining environment. So we need to have small efforts. So this sentence I have selected. We should not use the natural resources in wrong ways for just our selfishness and fulfill our destructive wishes. This is also important sentence for me. We should grow and develop science and technologies for the betterment of our lives, but always be sure that it would not ruin our environment in future in any ways. So this also, we should be sure that new technologies would never disturb the ecological balance. Now what I did is, I completed the 2 steps. What is the 2 steps I completed? First step, I read the entire passage thoroughly. Second time while reading, I made some important sentences. I marked some important sentences. I selected some important sentences. From each and every paragraph or from each and every para given, I have selected 3 important sentences. So this is the first step I have completed. Now what is the next thing I have to do? I have to now start writing notes using this. So what I do is, I'll take the screenshot, I'll share in the class WhatsApp group, so that when you start writing notes, it will be easy for you to use these lines and including me also. Okay. So I am sharing the important sentences marked screenshot in your WhatsApp group. Okay. So up to here, any confusion is there? Is there any confusion? Only 2 steps we have completed. Reading the passage. Second time while reading the passage, underlining important sentences from each and every paragraph. If there is no confusion, then now I will start writing on the screen so that you can understand how to prepare notes. So I'll go back. I'll open the new tab. Now here, this is the new tab. Is it visible? New tab is visible to all of you? Okay, fine. Right. So first we need to understand the format of writing notes. First we'll understand or learn format of writing the notes. We'll do it in a very slow pace so that everybody can understand and everybody can write down along with me. You have to write down all this information along with me. Okay, don't just sit and watch. You need to write down. So first one, what we are going to do is, we are not going to write the original answer. We are going to practice first format of note making. So first we are going to write the format of writing a notes. Okay. So what is the format? The format is you need to write the title first. What is to be written first? The title should be written first. So first we'll write the title, and the title must be written in the capital letters TITLE. Title must be written in the capital letters and it must be underlined because it has 1 mark. The title has 1 mark. So you need to write the title first. Then after that writing title, you need to leave 1 line gap, and towards your left side, okay, you need to write the first side heading. Okay, so I'll use simple numbering 1, and you will write the first side heading, or you can call it as a subheading. This title can be called as a heading, so it can be called as subheading. HEADDING, heading, and it must be underlined, ends with colon. Okay, side heading also you can write, or subheading also you can write, but this must be written in the sentence case in this format. It should be underlined and it should be ended with a colon. Now as we are talking about indentation part, you can use different types of indentation. I have used here number 1 for the side heading. So automatically the points will carry 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. If you want to use Roman number 1 for side heading, then for points you can use 1, 2, 3. Likewise you can use. If you want to use indentation alphabet, for side heading you have written capital A as the side heading, point A. Then for points you have to written A, B and C. You can use any one of these indentations numbering system, but you should never mix this numbering system. Either you go with this one simplest form in writing examination without any confusion, or you can go with the second one, Roman number 1, small Roman number 1, 2 and 3, or you can use even alphabet A, capital alphabet A for first side heading, and the points a small letter A, B and C. So this comes under indentation part. Indentation has 1 mark because it is part of the content. Now when it comes to subheading, you have written number 1. So obviously now here point will be written with 1.1 and dot. 1 dot 1 dot is the indentation. And when you write the second point, you will write 1.2 dot, and third point you will write 1.3 dot. Okay, up to here things are clear. Any confusion, any doubts? Right. Now
No, sir.
as we have selected 3 different paragraphs, 3 sentences each, so obviously this one will take second side heading also or subheading also. Okay, but try to see that maximum 3 side headings are enough, sufficient. So now it will be 2.1. You can see the spacing I am giving. The main side heading 2 has written extreme left, and now the points are written under the subheading. So 2.1, 2.2, then 2.3. This is the second side heading. Then third side heading also 3, subheading, okay, ends with colon, underline it, and the point will be 3.1, 3.2, 3.3. So we will write maximum 3 side headings in the examination because it is for 3 marks only. Okay, so if you see this one, we have written the title for 1 mark, and then side heading, 1 side heading, then 3 points under each side heading, second side heading and third side heading. Now in exam what you have to do, listen very carefully. In exam, in your answer script, tier 2 examination answer script, you have to write this entire notes on one side of the page. Never begin writing note making or in fact any writing skills from the middle of the page. Take one page for one writing skill. So in this case you need to write notes, and you have to write the keywords, you have to write the summary. So you need to think in this way. Left side of the page, write the notes. right side of the page, then you write the keywords and summary. Okay, and when you write this one, all this must be kept within the box. So for your understanding and for easy, I'll write here. So the format is like this. Title you will write TITLE, and then you will write the first side heading. Under that 1.1, 1.2 and 1.3. Then you will write the second side heading. Underline it, ends with colon, and it is 2.1, 2.2, 2.3. Then third side heading you will write, ends with colon, underline 3.1, 3.2, 3.3. Now this entire thing you have to keep it within the box or within borders in one page. Entire answer should be written in one page only. Never begin from the half of the page, middle of the page, and never continue into the next page. So this is the format of writing a notes. If you are just listening, that is completely useless. You need to write what I am writing on the screen. Then only you will understand this. Otherwise tomorrow again you will come and tell me, sir, I don't understand what you taught in yesterday's class. So write down this information. So the notes to be written in this format, title to be written, then side headings or subheadings, and we have to write in this everything within the box. Now what is the second thing is, you have to write the format for keywords. You have to write the format for keywords. Now what is the format for the keywords? See, Tier 2 examination has fierce competition. All over India, only 11,000 or 1,180 candidates will be selected for the Tier 2 examination, and all have mastery in subject and everybody is expert in the subject. So each and every part, each and every mark is very important to get selected for the PGT English in EMRS. So every point, every minute detail you need to understand. So keywords, now you will divide this into tabular form in this manner. It is serial number, it is the abbreviations or symbols used, and it is their expansion. It is their expansion. How many you have to write? Minimum 4 you have to write. 1, 2, 3, 4, and write even one extra. That means you have to insert these abbreviations and symbols in your notes. When you write the notes in the points, you have to include these keywords, and this is the format of writing the keywords, because keywords has 1 mark. Any confusion up to here? Any doubts? Any confusion? The format of notes and the format of keywords only we completed. Okay. Then you need to write the summary also. Summary or summarization. Now what is the format of writing summary? One small paragraph you have to write and you repeat. Devrata, notes, I'll explain once again. This notes should come in one page. Keywords and summary should come in one more page. That means 2 pages. One for notes, one for keywords and summary. Okay. So when we are writing summary, again you write the title, though it doesn't carry any mark, but it gives some kind of visual appeal to your answer. So title you have to write, and then you have to write the summary in one single paragraph and within 50 words. Maximum word limit is 50 words, or if they give you 50 to 80 words, restrict your answer in between 50 to 80 words, 60, 70 words. Now how to write this summary? Now see, we have selected important sentences. We have marked some important sentences. Now group those important sentences, remove few sentences which are not very useful and informative, and write those sentences in here in summary. But the best practice is read those sentences which I have selected, understand those information and write those write that information in your own words. This is the best practice of writing summary. For students, what we say, group those important sentences, remove some sentences, remove some words and write summary. But in competitive examination like EMRS or KVS or NVS, if this question is asked in descriptive method, then you have to read those sentences, understand the information given in those sentences and write in your own words here in summary. So summary and keywords, these two, summary has 3 marks. So summary and keywords both should be written in 1 page. Notes in 1 page, keywords and summary in 1 page. So what we have done so far is we have just learned the format of writing notes. We have not started writing notes. Now we will start writing notes using this format. Title carries 1 mark, content carries 3 marks. Out of those 3 marks, 1 mark is for content, 1 mark is for indentation and 1 mark is the appearance of the notes. And then 1 mark for keywords and 3 marks for summary. So 8 marks are divided into 5 plus 3 and the 5 marks are divided title 1 mark, indentation 1 mark and keywords 1 mark and content 2 marks. So likewise the marks distribution is allotted. Up to here I have just completed only the format explanation. Up to here, if you have any questions, please unmute your mic and you can ask the questions. Any doubts if you have? If you have no doubts, if you have no questions, then send one thumbs up so that I can understand and we'll start writing notes. Okay, so this is the question given to us and from this we have to prepare the notes. I shared the screenshot in your WhatsApp also. If you can manage reading that, watching this and then writing notes, you do it. If it is technically difficult for you to use this kind of multiple tabs, because I kept my mobile phone here so I can see this one now even if after shifting this tab. So if you feel difficulty, at least follow what I am writing on screen so that it will be easy for you. Okay, don't worry about too much technology. So I'll go back and now what I do is I'll prepare notes in front of you. One we have to do it very systematically, very clearly, so that there will be no confusion in writing the notes. So now what I am going to do is I'll prepare the notes. Actually I have to shift the iPad straight so that the space will come. Okay, fine, no problem. So I'll write the notes. Okay, so now first thing is, if you can see the screen WhatsApp that one, the entire passage has one information and that we'll take it as a title and we'll write the title. So now I'm writing the title on screen. All of you along with me, please write down the title also so that it will be easy. So I am reading that through my mobile phone and I am writing that one. So the title I want to give to this passage is, okay, here I am writing, okay, capital letters I am using, importance, TANC, your handwriting matters, importance of environment or environment. Please write down along with me. It will take time. Importance of importance of environment. So this is apt or appropriate title, importance of environment, ENVIRONMENT, importance of environment. Environment or responsibility, but in examination don't go more than 3 words because you should align this answer also, and the title should come at the center of the page. The title should come at the center of the page. So this is the title I have written. So if I have written title means I got 1 mark in the examination. Now according to the format, now what we have to do after title, now we have to write the first subheading. But how do we write the first subheading? We have already selected 3 important sentences from the first paragraph, or when we read the first paragraph, you identified that entire first paragraph talks about environment and life. So we have to select one word or 2 words, and we have to keep that word or words as a side heading. So now leave one line gap after the title. Towards your left side, you have to write. So I'll use simple numbering. Number 1 for the first side heading, and I write the first side heading in this way: environment, you please write down along with me, and life. So this is the first side heading I have given, environment and life. So my cursive handwriting, if it troubles you, please bear with me. Environment and life is the side heading. First side heading, colon, it ends with colon, and it is should be underlined. Okay, now we have to write the first point, point number 1.1 dot. Now as I told you, from each and every sentence, I'll shift again. From each and every sentence, what we have to do is we have to remove the structural words, and we have to use only the content words. Okay, we have to remove the structural words and we have to use the content words. Now what are the structural words here? I'll try to do for one sentence. Now all the natural things which makes life possible on the earth includes under an environment like water, air, sunlight, land, fire, forest, animals, plants, etc. So in this, I can remove the structural words which doesn't carry any meaning. So I can remove all, I can remove the, but I cannot remove natural things, because these are natural things. So this is the content word, so I should keep this content word. Then I can even remove unnecessary words like which, makes, life is important, because without that we cannot write. So life, I can take the content word, and then on I'll remove, the I'll remove, and earth I have to take, includes I can remove, under I can remove, and I can remove, environment I can remove, like I can remove, but I have to use water, air, sunlight, land, fire, forest, animals, plants. So the technique here is you have to remove unnecessary words from the passage or structural words from the passage, and you have to select the content words which carry the vital and the important information from that piece of sentence or from that particular sentence. Now after doing all this hard work, now I will write the answer point. So I'll again shift back to notes. Okay, so first point I'll write C, and you also write. First time when you practice, it may lead little confusion which word we have to write, which word we have to delete, but in examination they are not going to check your answer points. They are going to check whether your answer writing skill is useful for revision or not. So it must be very, very simple and straight to point. So point number 1.1 I'll write like this: natural. Please write down along with me: natural things. And then I'll use the connector to connect the different words. I'll take water, okay, comma, air, comma, sunlight, comma, land, and don't go beyond the right margin. Again come back to the same one. After sunlight, land, comma, right here, fire, then forests, comma, animals, comma, plants, etc. And we have used one abbreviation. So ATC we have used. So you can underline the abbreviations which you have used. So one sentence I have written. I have removed all the structural words, unnecessary words, and I have joined on the important words. Always remember, why do we write notes? We write notes for quick revision. So according to our understanding, we can write the notes. Any questions for the first point? Okay, right. Now you have understood. So now without showing that screen, let me read this and let me write down the points. You also start writing down, and in examination point of view, all these things are very, very crucial. So 1.2 I am writing, second point I am writing Earth. Please write down along with me. Earth hyphen only planet. We have underlined all these things. Supporting life, SUPPORTING, supporting life. End with full stop. Don't leave any sentence without full stop. Everything should be properly end. Then one more point we'll write, 1.3. Okay, so we have to use campaigns also. So I'll write CAMPAIGNS, campaigns for ENV. See here, ENV only I have written. So I'll use this again as a keyword in the table. Environment safety needed, NEEDED, full stop. Okay, descriptive answers takes time to learn and to write, but once you learn, once you understood these things, once you practice, it will remain forever in your life. So I have completed first side heading with 3 important points. Okay, now let us go to the second one. We'll write 3 only, maximum 3. 4 paragraphs we have taken, but 2. 3 only we'll write for practice. Now second one, I want to give side heading natural, NUTURAL, natural cycles, CYCLES, natural cycles, and balance, BALANCE. It should end with colon, 2 dots, every punctuation carry marks. So write properly, natural cycles and balance ends with colon. Now under this I'll write 3 points. 2.1 is first one, regular cycles maintain nature's balance, BALANCE, full stop. Okay, next 2.2. Are you all writing along with me? Are you all writing? Please. Second point, disturbance, 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 imbalance affects humans, HUMANS. They are not going to check how many points you have written. They will check whether your answer is useful for revision. That is the main important point for you have to keep in your mind when you are preparing notes. Okay, then another point I would like to write here, humans, HUMANS, humans most intelligent beings led to tech advance, ADV only I'll write full stop and I'll underline and I'll use this as a keyword. Okay, so I have written 2 side headings Under each side heading, I have written 3 points. Now let us go with another side heading. You can write even 3, 4, 5, but we have 3 marks only. So why should we unnecessarily waste too much time? So we'll stick with 3 side headings. So second side heading, 3 points under second side heading. Have you all completed writing? No, right. We'll do it slowly. We'll do it very slowly because this is little, new topic, not difficult topic, new topic only for you. Now let us go to the third one. And observe, I am maintaining the straight line wherever I have written number 1, same way I have written number 2 side heading. So I'll go to the number 3, small little one line space I have given, and third side heading I'll write. Okay, those you can switch like 2 tabs you can use. I'm using laptop 1, I'm using mobile phone, I'm using tab, I have another laptop. So I can manage, but you can also. So let us go over last side heading. Third one, correct? Steps for improvement. Steps for improvement. This is the third side heading. Underline it, ends with colon. Steps for improvement. Now under this we'll write minimum 3 points. Okay, so the indentation is 3.1. Okay, small efforts big positive change. Big positive change. CHANZE. Every sentence end with full stop. Okay. Now we have used 3 abbreviations. So we have to use one more abbreviation. Okay, minimum. So let me write 3.2. Use NAT. I am also okay. Use NAT full stop underline. So what is this NAT? Natural, and I am using this as a keyword. NAT resources, RESOURCES, resources wisely, WISELY, wisely full stop. Okay, so 4 keywords I have written and 4 keywords are underlined. Last point, 3.3. Now okay, we'll write like this. Ensure science and tech. Another keyword you can use, science and technology. Growth, GROWTH, growth doesn't harm, HARM, harm environment, full stop. So 3 side headings we have written. Under each side heading we have written 3 points. So we have completed writing notes, and when we are writing notes we have used even the abbreviations and symbols also. So up to here, what have you all written? Third side heading you have written, 3 points you have written. Right. I will take 10 more minutes because I cannot leave this class in this way. I have to complete and you should understand, then only will leave the class. Okay. So here if you see, I have written this importance of environment as title, and then first side heading I have taken from the group of sentences important words, and then from those important sentences I have written the content words under 1.1, 1.2 and 1.3. In the same way I have selected 2 important words from the second set of sentences and I made it as a side heading. Under the second side heading I have written the 3 important points using only the content words, removing the structural words. In the same way I have prepared even the third side heading also, and 3 points I have included. Now what I have to do, I have to draw. If you are writing in notes you can easily draw. Maybe it is difficult in iPad for me, but I'll try. So I will draw the border here I'll show you. So after that, like, we have to draw this everything inside the box. Okay, one second, I'll show you. Whoever asked the point, last point, I'll show you. Just wait, let me draw a line. Okay, so this one, those you can see, environment, ENVIRONMENT, ensure science and tech growth doesn't harm environment. Okay, now we'll draw this line and we will close this after one line space after the third point. So in this way, you have to prepare the notes. At the beginning, first time it will be difficult, I understood, I accept, but if you practice 2 or 3 note makings, then automatically you will write. And always remember, in examination the evaluator doesn't see which point you have written, which point you have left. He or she will see only the way you have written the notes, whether it is in right format or not, whether it is useful for revision or not. That only the evaluator will check. Okay, don't worry about if I had missed this point whether I will lose marks. That will not happen. Now as I have written the keywords etc., ENV, then ADV, EdTech Advancement, NAT Nature and Science and Technology. Now I will prepare the keywords. Along with me, you also prepare the keywords. So we'll write in the second page, we are writing keywords. Keywords. Okay. And for this, again, we'll draw one table in a tabular form. Center of the page, you'll draw like this. Divide that into minimum 3 columns. And the first one is serial number. Second one, you can write abbreviation, ABBREVITAN, abbreviation or symbol you used. And then here you will write the expansion. Here you will write the expansion. Now draw horizontal lines. Let us see, for 5 we have to draw serial number 1, serial number 2, serial number 3, serial number 4, serial number 5. Now the one which I have used in the beginning is ETC. So I'll write ETC here, ETC. And what is the full form? What is the expansion of ETC? Etc. So you can also start writing along with me, etc. full form. ETC is full form I am writing. E T C E T E R A, etc. Prince, I didn't understand. You said something. Which one we used? The first one? First one is etc. only, Prince. Here I have written ETC, first one marked. Then second one is environment. So we have written second one ENV. Write the expansion environment. Okay. Ampersand. Okay. Environment, second keyword we have used. Then write down along with me. Then third keyword, you can see we have to underline the keyword etc. Environment. Then ADV, tech advancement. ADV here. Shortcut for and correct. Correct, Prince. Advancement, ADVANCEMENT. Advancement. If you use that symbol and, you can write an and. Advancement we have written. And then after advancement I have used NAT. So NAT means it is natural. NATURAL. The way you write, the handwriting, the way you present your answer is very, very important in descriptive answers. After NAT we have used SCINT. So SCINT H. Technology. So you can write here science and technology. So we have written the 5 keywords and their expansions, and we get 1 mark. 4 marks for notes and 1 mark for keywords. Total 5 marks. So up to here, if you have any questions, if you have any doubts, you can ask me. I'll take 5 more minutes to complete writing summary, and then we'll complete this class. Any questions, any doubts? If not, please send one thumbs up so that I can move further writing summary.
Sir,
Ravin,
sir, if it exceeds in page 2, what should we do, sir?
never ever write in page 2. Somehow manage it in one single page, because writing skills must be written in one page. If it exceeds, then you have to continue in the entire second page, because appearance also matters a lot in writing part. It will come, Praveen sir. When we practice 2 or 3, automatically it will come.
Okay, sir.
Marks distribution, note making. Here this title is for 1 mark, notes is for 2 marks, indentation is for 1 mark, keyword is for 1 mark. So total notes carries 5 marks. Hannah.
Sir, while writing keywords, we need to write ENV dot, no sir?
That actually ends with the sentence, but here you can write env dot adv dot nat dot. That also you can write.
Yes, thanks.
Correct. Thanks for correction. Okay. Any other questions with the notes? I believe that I am walking like a snail so that you can feel comfortable to understand this note making. So after writing keywords, now we have to write the summary or summarization. SUMMARY. Okay. Now again in summary, we have to rewrite the title. Though the title has no mark here, but still for visual appeal, we will write the note. We will write this again. Okay. So the summary title again will write importance of environment. Okay, capital letters IM POR. Don't write spelling mistakes. Importance TANCE. Importance of environment ENVINV. Environment MENT. Do you know why EMRS has reintroduced the old pattern of examination which we had written and cleared that examination? It tests actually the teacher's skills and ability. MCQs don't test actually teacher's skills and abilities. When it comes to writing part, they will understand whether you have the requisite skill to write these answers, because when you write these things on note board, note making 5 marks, Anna. When you write these answers on smart board or blackboard, how students will understand depends upon the way of writing and the way you use the blackboard management. Okay, right. So now I have written the title again for summary, but it doesn't carry any mark. Now, as I told you, how can you write this summary? Either group all those important sentences and write it, but that is not the best method to write summary. What is the best method is read those important sentences, understand the passage and write the summary in your own words within 50 to 80, because in class 11 we have 80 words maximum limit. So I will also write using 80 word limit. So I will be writing and you also have to continue writing. It will take 10 minutes. Please bear with me. If you are hungry, sorry, but we'll complete writing summary and then I'll recapitulate once and then we'll conclude this class. Okay.
Sir, sorry for the interruption, sir. I have one doubt, sir. Here, the first subheading, importance of environment. Second subheading, natural cycle and balance. Third one, steps for improvement. These are the subheadings. At first, you told the name of the title is Our Environment. How should I consider this? Our Environment is the main title, or importance of environment is main title?
The entire passage or the paragraph or the given passage talks about the importance of environment. So you can write importance of environment. Even if you write our environment also, that is also correct.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
It is not MCQ that like one answer is correct and other three answers are wrong. It is descriptive answer. You should write a title which is relevant to the given question. Okay, right. So I'll be writing the summary according to my understanding. You can also write summary according to your understanding, but for one question practice, please follow my writing. Okay, so as I told you, the best practice is understand the passage, understand the information, and then present the summary in your own words. Okay, so like this I'll write the passage. Write down the passage highlights the passage highlights the vital role of the environment in, I'm not checking messages, I'm writing, so you also please write down. We'll discuss if you have any questions later on. The passage highlights the vital role of the environment in sustaining life on Earth. So this is the main focus. The passage highlights the vital role of the environment, environment, in sustaining life on Earth. Full stop. Natural resources and cycles, CYCLES, cycles maintain natural resources and cycles maintain balance in nature, but human activities and technological progress or polluting, polluting air, water and soil, endangering life, endangering life. Okay, so up to here write down. I'll calculate the number of words. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30 31 32. So around 30 words I have used, so I can use still 40 words. Okay, so let us continue. Artificial fertilizers and industrial industrial emissions, artificial fertilizers and industrial emissions are major causes of pollution. Major causes of pollution. pollution. So almost 50 words I covered. So now let me conclude it quickly so that I will not exceed the word limit. Okay, so last passage, last slide heading is about the steps we have to take so that it will not disturb. So to protect environment, I'll write the last one. To protect environment, I'll write here. To protect environment, to protect environment and ensure that scientific scientific and technology, I am going to complete within 2 minutes. Technology growth does not harm ecological balance. ecological, ecological balance. Environmental safety, SAFTEY, is everyone's responsibility. Everyone's responsibility. 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 Okay, and ends with full stop. So this is the summary which I have understood after reading the entire passage and written in my own words. I have not copied. I have not exactly written the same sentences. I have understood and I have written the summary in my own words. And if you write summary in this manner, they will read the summary properly, thoroughly. They will understand whether you have copied the sentences exactly and written, or you have understood and you have written by your own way, in your own words. Then if you have written the summary in your own words, after proper understanding of the passage, you will get the maximum words like marks like 3 out of 3. And what you have to do, if you have written, I'll just move. What you have to do, you have to keep now this entire summary within the borders or within the box. This entire summary. Okay, 1 second. This entire summary you have to keep within the box. So in this way you have to write notes. Okay, and 5 more minutes I'll take because I have to do a recapitulation. Recapitulation is very, very important. So please give me extra 5 minutes. I will explain once and then we will complete today's topic, which is very, very important in examination point of view. So in exam, tier 2 examination, and I hope, I believe that you will all clear tier 1 examination, you will get selected to tier 2 examination. So in tier 2 examination, when the descriptive part note making question is given, then you need to write in this manner. The first step is read the given passage thoroughly. I'll show you. If this kind of passage is given, read the given passage thoroughly. While reading second time, underline important sentences from the given passage. Which sentence is important? Whichever sentence you think is important is important. And when you select the sentences, remove the structural words, use the content words and start writing the notes. Now when you start writing the notes, you have to write the notes in this format. What is the format of writing the notes? You have to write the title, because title carries 1 mark. So title must be written in the capital letters and it must be underlined. Then you will get 1 mark. Then out of those selected sentences, take first 3 sentences for first side heading, second set of 3 sentences for the second side heading, third set of sentences for the third side heading. And how do you write the side heading? Take any important word from the 3 sentences, keep it as a side heading. Write the number 1 indentation. Either you can use numbers or Roman numbers, numerical numbers or Roman numbers or even alphabet, but only one pattern, one method, one style only how to make, right? You should not mix these styles. Then you have to write minimum 3 points under each side heading, and when you are writing the side headings, you have to insert the keywords. And after completion of writing the notes, you have to expand the keywords in this format, and then you have to write the summary. How to write the summary? Understand the passage and write the summary in your own words. Technically, the notes must be written in 1 page, and then the keywords and summary should be written on the other page or another page. Now when you start writing the notes, you should write the notes in this example format. Like here I have written the title, then first side heading, second side heading, third side heading. Keep entire answer within the inside the box, and then write the keywords, write the serial number, the keywords which you have used and their expansion, and then finally you have to write the summary within 80 words. And when you are writing the summary, write the summary in your own words. So in this way, if you write, you will score definitely 5 plus 3 marks. Total 8 marks out of 100 marks. 5 marks are for notes, 3 marks are for summary. How these 5 marks are divided? These 5 marks are divided in this manner. Title 1 mark, content 2 marks, indentation 1 mark, keywords 1 mark. So total it is for 5 marks. How these 3 marks are divided? Out of these 3 marks, 2 marks are for content, 1 mark is for expression and grammatical accuracy. So if you follow whatever I have learnt out of my experience of teaching 13 years in KVS in central government job, then you will fetch, I'll show you, Renika. If you write in this manner in a systematic way, you will definitely fetch out and out marks which are 8 marks. Okay, so this is the way we have to write the note making. And Renuka ma'am, which last 2 sentences summary, correct? Okay, here. And don't worry, I will share all entire notes, screenshots in your class WhatsApp, and I will upload these notes even after completion of class in the Google Classroom also. Now it is 9/7. I started the class at 7/7 and it is 9/7. So I feel that I am still energized to teach 1 more hour because it is my subject. I have at least reasonable knowledge and command over my subject, so I am not feeling tired. I really enjoyed this class of 2 hours teaching and sharing my information and whatever the knowledge I have with you all. So what I believe at the end of the session, let me tell you what I believe is, if you really like the work which you do, you will really enjoy it. But if you don't like the work which you are doing, then you are forced to do that work, then automatically it will create lot of stress and tension and all those problems. Okay, so I really enjoyed teaching. I feel little nervous when I'm teaching general knowledge subjects, but not in my subject. So thanks for staying with me for 2 long hours. But this is the method, this is the way we have to learn things when it comes to tier 2 examinations. Okay, and I know you are all hungry, and when you are hungry you will get angry. Okay, I don't want to continue here. So this is from my side. Let us end this class. Take care. Bye bye. Thank you, Vijay Kumar sir. You may leave the class now.
Sir, is there any exam today, sir?
No exam, sir. No exam.
Thank you, sir.
I'll share one passage for practice. You can do that later on. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir.